What's up guys, Garrett7 here and welcome to episode 9 of my City Skyline Let's Play series here on CC. So first things first, apologies for the delay in videos, I've just been a bit busy, but we're back on it again now. So in the last episode we did some work down in our Chester Heights and Birdsongs area. We've added more residential zoning again. We also added our train lines, which we can see are doing absolutely amazing. I do want to have a little bit of a change up on some of this though. First things we want to do is actually have a look at our routes. For the train we'll get 812 passengers. Wow, that is a lot of people using that. You can see we're getting pretty much a full load at each of our stations. Again, they're full at each of them, so maybe we're going to have to up this to, I think, 6 trains just for now. Keep a look at that. That's a lot of people. I was not expecting it to be that high. Again, monorail passengers we're getting 260 and 375 respectively, so really well. Again, this one here 430 odd, so we're going to just add another 2 trains for now just on that one, and we'll double check this one as well. This one's doing fine, so we don't need to worry about that one for now. But what I wanted to do in this episode is I want to actually change up these train lines a little bit. So the idea is, instead of having these connected like they are, I want to connect this one. I'm not actually going to put it in place, but something like from here along to here instead. So we'll get rid of this outer connection, and then this one can be on the outer line only. So rather than having 2 lines that meet into like that, we'll have one that goes for the outer line. So this one here will be for outer trains, and the inside one will be for like the inner city trains. I'm not too sure about connecting up on the outside. I think maybe we'll just get rid of this outer line for now, because it's only really a to and fro. But I think that might be quite a good option. We also need to put some way across here for people. We could do like pedestrian paths, but I also want to get in things like the cable cars. So I'm going to have a quick think about that. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Okay guys, so what we've done here is, as you can see, we've connected these up separately now, so they go in, and rather than having the connection there where you can see that train coming off, I've dragged this one all the way down, so this is now just an inner city line on the right hand side, and the left hand side it can be for the outer city trains. I've also turned it off outer city trains into the other hubs, because originally I forgot to do that. Again, and we've got a loop here as well around the outside in case they decide they don't want to go through the train, train stops, they can just go bypass that completely to go in and out of the city for now. I'm going to unpause that a second and we'll see how this runs. It should be okay, it's not anything major. We've got our tram lines working well, there's our inner and out, so we've got the outer city and then the inner city on the opposite train tracks there, and we can see them go across the bridge, and then this is when they'll separate off like so, which is pretty good. We've got our cargo terminal, which is doing really well as well. We do have to keep an eye on the traffic here. It is getting quite busy now. I've added this other connection across to the city, but you know that's going to happen. And what I wanted to do now, we've had a fire here as well, which I haven't even noticed, but what I want to do now is actually add some cable car stops. So if we go onto our public transport and get the cable cars, we can think about where we want to put them. I want to put one maybe across the lake. I think it'd be a nice way of getting maybe from one side of the lake to the other. But I also want to get one across to this district over here, so we could use that across the river, maybe connecting up, the industrial site with this site might work okay. But first thing I want to do is definitely get this one across here. So we're going to go for a cable car stop here. We need to get a road down, which is a bit of a pain. Could probably, to be honest, delete this footpath because people aren't using it. And if we place a road here, that would work just as well. So let's get a road. We'll go for a two-way tree road, and then I want the freeform tool just so it makes it a bit nicer. Ideally we can hide that without deleting too much. So that will work there. I'll give people access around. I'll get rid of that sign in a second. It's just saying about that one there, and we'll do that. And again here, that's fine. We'll just do a stop there. And what we'll do now is get the cable car stops. First one, I don't really want it. Oh yes. What we need to remember is that they come off at a really weird angle. I'm not sure why that car just randomly spawned there. So first thing first, we'll do that. Then we'll get the cable car stop. They come out the side of them. So place that one here, so then the noise pollution won't be too close to the people. We will need to remove some of these wind turbines, but that's absolutely fine. We can move this one, just out of the way for now into that section. And then we'll move this one as well. If we can grab that one, please. And we'll do the same again to there for now, so that would work. And then we'll get another cable car stop. We want the end of line one over here, somewhere small. We've got to think. I think this one comes in at the back entrance. It does. I'm going to actually put this one right on the end of... In fact, it would work really well here where there's a stop. So we can delete one house. He'll be unhappy for now, but if we then connect this one across... I don't want to go straight across because that wouldn't necessarily work unless it's going to bypass it all. It does actually. That works perfectly. So we can do that. I think for now that would work really well. So this is a way for these guys to get across. They can go right the way across the lake to the other side, and it's already started working. And it's right by this cable car stop, or cable car stop. Sorry, this is right by this tram line. So because it's right by the tram line, they'll be able to get on and off. You know, the trams go straight across if they wanted to go across to this side of the city. I'm not sure if it's going to be too busy or too popular, but it's an option there for the guys to get around. I then, again, like I said, I want to get some sort of way across here without them just having to use trains. We could just do a standard footpath for now. I think that might work well. So we get a footpath and then we can connect it in through this bit here. I think from there we can actually run it up the side of that one there, and then this is going to be the stretch where we got to go across. It's quite a big stretch, but it will work, I think, for now, and we'll do that. This is just, again, another option for the people to get around. I'll probably do another one over here. I'm not sure if anybody is walking. I've not seen anybody walk on these parts, but you know, I want to give the people as many options as possible to get around. We're still earning a decent amount of money at the moment and upgrading quite nicely. We've got a big demand for industrial and for shopping, so we'll have a look at that. We've got people complaining of noise, but again, they're in a city, it's going to be noisy. There's not a lot you can do about that, but I think it could be because we've got the shops so close. So let's have a double check of that. Yeah, so they're shopping right there. We should probably zone this into offices instead. So if we get our clear tool, and we'll actually clear all of this. So let's actually choose to select. We'll run it from the line of this part here. If I had it straight, it would probably help a lot better. And then we'll choose this back section again, and we'll go all the way along where we've got these shops, probably to about here, like that. Then we'll choose the offices, and we will literally run them right to the end and go like so. I'm not sure what this one here is. It's probably just one that's not decided to leave yet, so we'll help that on its way. Then this will just make it so they don't have so many issues with the noise pollution. We'll check as well while we're here the education and everything. We've got pretty decent coverage. We could definitely do with another elementary school. I think this one would work pretty well. Can I get it to face the other way, please? We can, if I just need to... Hang on a second, come on. There we go, we'll get that one there. So I'll give these guys a decent coverage there. And check everywhere else. Everywhere else in the city is absolutely fine. It's going to be quite busy down here because it's high density, so you're going to have a lot more people. Maybe we could get another one here right beside the hospital. And then high school wise, we are going to run out soon, so again we'll put one opposite that school there. And university wise, we are okay, but we definitely need to add a second university. So again, right beside the tram line, which would work, or even right beside our main hub here. You know, we could literally have it as you come off, maybe on that road, and we can make a little bit of a district around this bit. So we'll do that there. Gives everybody coverage in the city, really nice coverage, and then you know they get easy access. I do want to start adding some of these nice new schools. Should have probably done the Institute of Arts instead of the university, or maybe the Modern Technology Institute. We can add these all at some point anyway. And while we're checking all of this, we should also check the healthcare. I did just put in a hospital down here, so that should be okay. And while we're here, we might as well check police. I know we've got a small station here. We definitely need to put a large one in. I think you know this would work quite well because then it's got access straight to the the connection across. And then fire-wise, a fire HQ, so a big fire station would also be good. We've got another small station there, so maybe again we'll put this one here, and that should give everybody a good coverage there. We are going to get some towers around. I'm going to first of all put one here because this is a part that keeps burning down. As you guys would have seen if you've been watching this, we'll do another one watchtower there. And I don't think these stop fires, but it'll definitely help. Slopers to sleep, there we go. It'll help give some coverage and make the people a bit happier, hopefully. And I think we'll leave that just for now. And another thing we could definitely add is some of these, because this will help them upgrade. But I think for now we'll leave that. We've got the cable cars. Don't really think blimps will be an option, just because I don't know. I'm not too keen on using the blimps this time around. We used them last time. Let's have a look at our areas. We've got one we can buy. I do want to buy that one, and that would be a good option. We've got. I want these three. I think we're going to end up buying these like that. I think that would be the best option. So we've got more train access, highways, and yeah, I think that will be a good one. So if we buy this one here now, it costs us 9,700, but it's only got 49% building on it, or where we can build. So maybe before we actually do buy that one, we'll get all the area down here sorted out. So I kind of want to build some nice touristy stuff here, but I haven't actually used these dirt paths much. So maybe we could run one like so. Does that build up the land? It flattens it in a bit of an awkward way, but you know, it's because it's a road, you can't just have them, unfortunately, in a nice slope. They have to be flat. So we'll build it like so. I think we'll do that for now. That curve, that should be big enough, and then we can connect this one up onto this junction there. Again, the slope down isn't too bad. It'll definitely work, and I want to get some beachside tourist stuff in here. So for that, it is these ones here. So we've got tourist and leisure. First thing is the fishing pier. We could build that right on the edge. It's actually nice and low, and then we'll actually, in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build these in, then I'm going to get the road connections down beside them. So if we delete all this that I've just built, come on, there we go. That way they'll be at a nice low level before we build it. Again, next one is, let's choose that one, sorry, is the fishing tours, so we can add that here as well. We've got the jet ski hire, we can add that one there. A marina, again a nice option. We added these in the last series as well, but they're still good. Restaurant pier, something that'll be nice. Beach volleyball court, I'll have to add that once the road's in place, as well as the riding stables and skate parks and things like that. There are more options here at this side, so we've got the fishing island, so you can build that right there. I'll give them a nice island to fish at, and then again the tropical gardens isn't there yet. We haven't quite unlocked the floating cafe yet, which is the last one that we need for that part. So again, road wise, I'm going to need to go pretty close, I think, like so. Oh, and of course it's already occupied, but that's because we need to build there. Come on, we want to build, connect them together. Maybe a straight road for this will work better. Sorry guys, just gonna, I need to get rid of the snapping option sometime, don't I? There we go, that should sort that out. It does pop it right up, and I don't like that. That's what I did not want to happen. So maybe if we get the terraforming tool first, we'll choose that tool. I paused it just in case we have any mishaps, like you can do when terraforming, so I'm going to actually choose that. I'm going to make it slightly larger, maybe not, and I'm going to bring it out. I'm going to put a bit more of a cliff edge here, just for the road to build along. It will then enable us to get this road in place without it going, you know, in a really awkward. Yeah, it's going to be a bit weird, but it's just for the road. There we go, we're going to do that. Extend that out across like so. And then what I'll do in a minute is I'll actually soften this down. There we go. And then what we can get is the soften tool, which I believe is this one here. And then, in case you guys didn't know, soften terrain by holding X to move gently and square for a strong effect. So if we use this one, we can just gently soften that down. But I want to get the road in place before we do that. The reason I'm using the dirt road, I think it'll just look a bit nicer on the beach. Again, we want to go right to the front of each of these and get them like so. Get this one into here, and I'm going to finish this off. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Okay guys, so we've got this connected up now with a bit of a loop. I need to unpause it and make sure it doesn't flood. We need to get power down here, which is fine, I'll sort that out in a second. But again, the soften terrain tool, we can use that. Oh, and they need water as well, of course, even though they're literally right beside it, but I suppose they do need fresh, clean drinking water rather than seawater. We'll just do that for now, that should cover them. We will cover that as well, just in case we build anything there. And then power wise, we should be able to just run a connection. Oh, there's already one there, that's fine. So yeah, we want to soften this up a bit to make it look a bit nicer. So I think we'll try the soften terrain again, gently with X or hard with square. So if we do square, let's see what happens. To make any difference? Not at the moment, it doesn't. Let's make it bigger and see if we can get it to do anything. Doesn't seem to be doing much. Might soften it down though enough for it to be a bit more believable. It's costing us money anyway, so it's got to be doing something. But what it's doing, I'm not too sure. Got people using the bikes around here, which is quite cool. A few people are already down here on their jeeps and that. But this is definitely a lot better than what we did in the last series. It connects down better. I do like the use of the dirt roads as well. For that area, it does look, it does go in pretty nicely, I think. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about that, if you think it works or if you think I should have used a different road. And we could even use the dirt paths then that go from here straight the way down to there. Is that too steep? No, that works pretty well. And we might get a lot of people, or not a lot, but we might get some people using that when it builds in and becomes a bit more populated. But we've already got a lot of people walking down here, a lot of people driving down, so that's great to see. And then the last few tourist bits that we didn't add were the riding stables and the beach volleyball court, so we could even add them now. We've got the space. It's saying the slope is too steep, however, so maybe we're going to have to flatten it out, or if we find a place where it works. Wow, that does not work. That definitely did not work. We could probably get away with it there, and then we could get the tool again for terrain tool. We can go to this one, we can hold square up here, and we can just put a square there. That definitely works a lot better than it was before. Before that looked ridiculous, so that's good. And then final one is the riding stables. This is massive, so this is the only problem. We could maybe place it like that. No, definitely can't place it like that. You've got to think, we need a flat area for this one to go. Maybe the beachfront isn't the best option. Maybe we could place that one over in this district. This is a lot flatter, a lot quieter, a lot more rural, so maybe this will be a bit of a better place for it to go. We could build it off these shops, for example, get rid of these wind turbines in time. So yeah, there it is. We can come down like so. We can not do that, because obviously I do need to move these before we do anything, so let's actually do that. This episode's been a bit all over the place on it for me, I'll tell you. Yeah, maybe we'll put them all here for now, and then we'll grab this one, please, and then we'll place that one just over here in the limits. Be great. And then we can ignore that cable for now, build this one straight down like that, and like that. We could even build it into the end of that part for now, in time, but I think for now we will just build something like so. We'll get the riding stables, which again was under this one. Click on it there, and because it is big, we'll put it this way around. I think would work best, right at the end. It's going to build up because again we've got the way the land is, but it will fit for now. And we'll sort this out. We'll terraform this. I'll probably terraform it off camera, but we'll get it to look nice and get it to work better than it is for now. I just need to cover that just in case we build any shops or anything around there. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll probably terraform this off camera, put some trees and rocks around it, make it look a lot nicer. We could even quickly, while we're here, get a footpath that connects from there into that one. We've got a lot of people already using it, which is actually really good to see. And then yeah, that will work really nicely. So in this episode we've done our new train lines, separated the inner city from the outer lines. We don't seem to be having too many outer city lines at the moment, and we've also got obviously our cargo lines separated from our passenger lines, which is actually really good, going really well. We also added this nice new little touristy leisure bit, which we're definitely going to add some props and things to make this look a lot nicer. I'll probably do it off camera because you guys don't want to sit and watch me do all that, I doubt. And again, we've got zoning in place already for residential, and when we get more demand, that will build in nicely. We also added a cable car across the lake over here, which I'm not sure if anybody's using it. Let's check on this fire a second. Wow, come on, there we go. Yeah, so we've got this cable car. Let's have a quick look at the info view on that one, and where even is the cable cars? Not on there, so we'll have to have another look. Come on, it's got to be there somewhere. So we've got trams, they're doing really well. Train lines are doing amazing. Monorails, so yeah, this isn't actually showing, maybe you can't check it like that, but if you just click on it, we've got in 50 people, so that's okay. Not too bad, definitely not too bad at all. 34 people on that stop. But our train lines is what's doing amazing. We can see it if we look over here. You know, they're busy. Our monorail's really busy. And then if we go over to the other side by Hawthorne Hills, again, this train line is buzzing along really, really nicely. We're getting a decent amount of more people off the roads, and our traffic, which we haven't actually checked for for a while, is at 89%. Again, this is what I said was going to be busy. I could make it better if I made that straight, got rid of that big curve and everything. But we can sort this out when we go to upgrade it. Again, it's busy on the train lines because I've got to be stopping at train stations. That is obviously going to happen. This gets busy because we've got trams on it. I think we've got quite a few trams if we have a little look. These are pink lines and our green lines together, which is basically all of them. And we're getting 300 odd people on this one. This is doing really well. We're getting 200 and something at this stop. Where's that? So yeah, coming from here, these ones are going this way around this district, to the schools and everything. So they're doing amazing. And then we've got obviously 295 going the other way. I did not mean to do that. I'll actually up that to 5 because of how many people are using it. So we've got 182 people waiting there as well, and that's a different loop, but it's still ridiculous how well these are doing. I could probably up this one. Well, I could definitely up this one to like 6 vehicles. I'll leave it at 7 then because that's what the next one is. This one here isn't doing as well, so we could probably actually drop this one down to 2 trains. That would be absolutely fine. We'll check this one as well. This one is doing good, and we'll leave that one maybe not 8, maybe we'll get 6. And then the final one here, again, it isn't doing brilliant, this pink line, so we can drop that down to 2. Check what that one is. This one's just a little loop that goes around these shops basically. The green line there goes to there, so that's doing okay as well. We've got a footpath that leads across this bit here now. That's doing really well, and then we'll check our final footpath we just added. I don't think we're going to get anybody. Oh, we are. We have actually got people, which I'm surprised about. So we are getting people walking around there, which is good. And the more people we have walking, the less people we have using the roads, and the quieter they will be, which is what we want at the end of the day. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you have, hit that like button. If you are new, please do drop a sub and a follow, and I'll be back again soon with my next City Skylines video. Until then, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you again soon. Bye bye.